This video is made possible by Squarespace. Today, I am going to be trying out a cult favorite primer and paint combo that is supposedly like the best of the best for doing DIY kitchen cabinets and also furniture. And I'm going to be seeing if brushing and rolling the paint and primer, or if just plain brushing it, no spraying today, gives me the smoothest finish. I'm going to be comparing those two processes side by side, and we'll be able to see at the end which one is best. Because guys, I've actually booked a few cabinet painting jobs, which I'm so excited about. I have been doing a lot to prepare for this expansion on my furniture business. So if you're local, hey, send me an email, blacksheeprestoration@gmail.com, and maybe I can paint your kitchen cabinets. I'm excited to see which gives me the smoothest finish, whether it's using a roller or using a paintbrush. Now, obviously, a sprayed on finish is going to be superior for furniture or cabinetry, all the time, right? But that's not what this video is about. This video is about doing it this way, brushing and rolling, or just using a paintbrush to get that finish. Because a lot of cabinet finishers they'll spray the front cabinets and then they will roll the boxes, which are like the part that holds your dishes and stuff, because those are harder to tape off and all that stuff. Now, not all cabinet finishers do that, but a lot of them do to save the client money, to save themselves time. There may be fumes with spraying something in somebody's kitchen, and the list goes on. But I found with furniture refinishing that people really prefer they like a good finish. They like it to look smooth and professional, but it doesn't have to be perfect, at least with furniture. So I'm wondering if that's the same case with cabinetry as well. So I want to have a variety of price points for people. So if you want, sprayed on cabinets, then, here's the price for that. If you want rolled cabinets, here's the price for that. And being able to show the client the difference in those two finishes. Now, to start, I just clean these with some dish soap, and then I'm giving them a light sanding. To save money, I use a sandpaper that's 220 wrapped around a sanding sponge, and I just keep using it until it's worn down, until it works a little bit more like a 400 grit, and I feel like that gives me like 2 sandpapers for the price of one. So that's just what I do. I do it on furniture as well. And then I'm just going to go through with some liquid sandpaper. I'm just giving this all the steps to practice myself. Could I have just gotten away with just sanding and cleaning? Probably. But I'm just going through all the steps just for practice, just to get myself feeling hyped up and confident. Now, here's where I'm going to take my painting experience from painting furniture and use it on the cabinets. So I like these whiz rollers. You can use the 4-inch. I actually prefer the 4-inch rollers, and you'll see in the video I switch over to the 4-inch. I do this a lot on my channel. I don't see a lot of people doing it for whatever reason, but it works really well for me. And essentially what I do is I paint on the paint, and then I use a foam roller to smooth it out. I find that when I just use a foam roller, like roll it in the paint and paint it on, that it creates a lot of bubbles in my finish, and I do not want bubbles in my finish. So I like to use this method. I don't know where I picked it up from, but thank you to whoever. Anyway, so I use the high density foam roller from Wiz. That's my favorite one, and I heard amazing things about this black foam roller that has a concave sides, and so I'm going to be ordering one of those and giving that a shot. To my furniture painters and cabinet painters watching, have any of you guys tried that black concave Wiz roller? Let me know. And I'm super curious about it. And then also I saw a guy on here using a Wiz microfiber roller, and he did essentially like the same technique, like brushed on the paint and then used that roller as well, and his finish was super smooth. So I'm going to try that in another video too. So let me know if you guys have tried that, if it's worth my time. So far, this primer is just blowing my mind. I am such a fan. So there's the pores on my fingers, the hairs on my fingers, and there's the texture that I have so far. I didn't catch it on video, but I did do a scratch test on this, just the primer, 2 coats, and I was really impressed. And then I'm also super impressed right now because it's sanding so well. That is a big frustration. A lot of times when you really like a paint, it does not sand well, and it makes it really difficult. If you have any debris fall in your finish, like me, I'm working in the garage. It's not perfect conditions. And so really happy so far that I was able to sand that primer the way that I did. That was nice. Okay, while I'm letting that other door dry, I am going to work on this door now, and I'm going to be doing brush and using the roller method. And a lot of times people will ask me in the comments, why not just roll the roller right into the paint? And for me, with the other paints that I'm really confident in using and I use all the time, it doesn't work because I get a ton of bubbles. But since I'm using a new paint, I'm going to try it and see if I can get a smooth finish and just use the roller. And this method typically isn't done. Most people will do this method with a roller that is made of like some kind of, fuzzy texture, not a foam roller. So I'm just going to get it filled up with paint and then go on there. Okay, right away, bummer. I am getting bubbles. Oh, I realize you probably can't see that here in the video, but I am getting bubbles like you would not believe. So that method's not going to work for me in this type of paint with the skills that I have at this time and the knowledge that I have at this time. So what I'm going to do here is just keep rolling. I've had this happen in the past and with other paints, and it's not ideal, but I'm going to keep rolling. The weather outside is damp today, and so things are drying slower anyway, and I will just keep rolling and hope that I don't get the surface tacky, and I'm going to pop all those bubbles. So here I go, just pop, 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 and I'm going with very little pressure and smoothing things out. So lesson learned, next time I will definitely be doing brush the paint on the entire surface and then use a dry foam roller to smooth it out and remove any excess paint. but not too bad, you know, like it worked out if you want to do it this way. Definitely worked out. It's a little bit of elbow grease, I think. But it's not bad. We'll have to see at the end which finish actually gives us the smoothest look, but you know, it's not too bad. Got all those bubbles out. Maybe they would have popped on their own if I just left it alone. I don't know. I didn't want to take that risk. Okay, so far we have 2 coats of primer and 1 coat of paint on each of these finishes. So this is the just plain paintbrush finish, just a paintbrush, and this is the roller finish, brush and roll mixed with some roller finish. And I am really happy with the coverage. If you're familiar with white, you know 4 coats of paint is nothing when it comes to doing white. And I'm feeling really confident that I can get this done with 2 coats of primer and 2 coats of paint. And I'm feeling really confident in myself that I can do a kitchen. So I'm lightly sanding with a 400 grit sanding sponge, a well-used one, I should say. So this is a pretty high grit that I'm using to just hit any boogers or whatever that might be on the finish. I'm just trying to get it as perfect as I can. Okay, so this is the 4th and final coat of paint on here, and this is the brush and roll door front. And I switched back over to my traditional way of doing things, which is just painting it on with the paintbrush and then smoothing it out with a dry foam roller. And I'm leaning towards thinking that is going to be my best option to get the smoothest finish without a sprayer on these cabinets. And I think that that's the way I'm going to do the boxes when it comes time to do these kitchens, is I'm going to brush and then dry roll the boxes to get a smooth finish. And that's kind of what I walked in thinking in this video, but we'll have to do the final test at the end and see. So there's the texture that you end up with. You can see it's really minimal. I'm super close up with the camera, and this is a pretty, yeah, that's like super, you can see everything on my finger there, right? And so I got a little bit of debris, and if you can work quickly, you can just remove the debris. I'm so impressed with this paint though. Again, I've been doing scratch tests the whole way through, and it's a very durable, like right away, and sandable right away, like after it's dried. It takes like 2 to 4 hours to dry between coats, but that's really fast compared to what I've been using with the Valspar furniture and cabinet enamel. That's like much faster dry time. Here is the moment of truth we've all been waiting for. Here are the 2 finishes, the just using a plain paintbrush finish and the roller finish, and I am beyond pleased with both of these finishes. The durability, like I said, I've done scratch tests throughout my video here, and I'm so pleased with the durability and the texture. So you can see that on the right we have the roller finish, and on the left we have the brushed finish, and I put them specifically in a spot where you would be able to see the texture from the glare. But tell me, guys, which one do you prefer? Which one do you feel like would look better in a kitchen? The brush and roll or just the plain old paintbrush? And let me know if you think, hey, you know what, lady? You need to spray the fronts of these or else. I'm so happy with them, though. Honestly, like, I would put either of these in my kitchen in a heartbeat. I'm just telling you guys the truth. So thanks so much for watching this video, and thank you Squarespace for making this video possible. I am so happy. Squarespace gives people a powerful and beautiful online platform from which to create your website, connect with your audience, and generate revenue through gated, members-only content, manage your members, send email communications, and leverage audience insights, all in one easy-to-use platform. Create a community on your Squarespace website with a fully integrated commenting system that supports threaded comments, replies, and likes. Use their powerful blogging tools to categorize, share, and schedule your posts too. Extend Squarespace's already powerful e-commerce capabilities with Squarespace extensions. These new third-party tools can help you manage inventory, promote products, streamline bookkeeping, reconcile and file sales tax, and ship items across the globe. Display posts from your social profiles on your website and automatically push website content to your favorite social media channels so your followers can share it too. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/blacksheephouse to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.